Ruben Gallego from Arizona, representative from Arizona and a member of the Progressive Caucus, has a message, and the way he talks about the Build Back Better social infrastructure plan is important. It's something every Democrat needs to learn how to do. I want you to listen to this, and then let's go ahead and take it on the other side. Check out how he does it.
Arizona Democratic Congressman Ruben Gallego, who's a member of the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Congressman, it's a pleasure to see you this morning. There's been a lot of reporting over the past 24 to 36 hours that the likely price tag for this reconciliation bill will be under $2 trillion. Tuition-free community college out. The expanded child tax credit likely be extended for just 1 year. The duration of the paid family leave could be reduced from 12 weeks to 4. What do you make of this potential outcome?
Well, look, we don't focus on the money aspect. You know, the 2 trillion, 3 trillion, what we focus on is what impact you're going to have on everyday Americans' lives that are trying to recuperate from, the recession that was caused by this pandemic and from the recessions of the past. So, we're here to compromise, to bring the standards of Americans up to what we believe they deserve. And if that means that we're going to have some smaller programs running for a shorter time but are still making an impact to get it through, then we'll do that. But I want to point out something that's very important for people to understand. This is not a Progressive Caucus position. 98% of the Democratic Caucus has been with the president and the vice president on reconciliation. We're just dealing with 2 holdouts in the Senate and a few members in the House. So this is not just a progressive position. This is a position that's been held by the whole caucus really since the beginning of the year.
And important that you say that it really doesn't, you're not looking at the numbers, but there is a huge difference between 1.5 trillion, 2 trillion, and $3.5 trillion. I mean, these are monstrous numbers.
Not really. I mean, look, this is a 10-year program. We're talking about over 10 years. Nobody says that the defense budget is $7.7 trillion dollars, but that actually is what it is if you actually did it the same way that we're actually doing the budgeting when it comes to the social infrastructure here. So we're talking about essentially $100 to $200 billion more per year for over 10 years for an economy that is about $22 to $23 trillion dollars and growing every year at that point. And in my opinion, and opinion of many economists, this will actually help restart the economy, get people out of the poverty that they find themselves in poverty or just general stagnation, and really reignite the American middle class.
What Ruben Gallego just did was gave perspective. Nobody complains about a defense budget that does nothing but blow things up or create wealth for a whole bunch of corporations. $7.7 trillion over 10 years. Nobody says it that way. They try to make it smaller. Oh, $700 billion, and still it's smaller than the $200 to $300 billion we're asking for the social infrastructure project, for the Build Back Better project policies, right? Look, we have an economy that has been stealing. That's nothing more than thuggery against the middle class, nothing more than thuggery against the working people. In other words, it's been extracting a whole lot of money from the individuals, not paying them what they're worth and transferring up to the top. And now we're asking some of the wealthy to pay their fair share, not just their fair share, pay your darn taxes. $150 billion in unpaid taxes. Even that they are complaining about. In other words, please don't bother us about breaking the law, is what the rich is saying now. We owe money, we won't pay it. You want to pass bills that cause tax increases, we don't want it. Yet they have no problems stealing, pilfering the poor, pilfering the middle class. And we have senators like Senator Sinema who says, oh, we don't want to raise taxes on the wealthy. Come on, we have had the thievery occurring in this country for too long. And any senator that doesn't support Build Back Better, actually we need a whole lot more than Build Back Better. Any senator not supporting that does not deserve to hold the office. And what we have to do is start informing people with the truth in such a manner that they start voting their interest. The reason we can't get it across is that too many times we are fumbling with messages. And what Ruben Gallego just did right there was to show how you can start, how you can begin giving perspective to messages. When Americans see that their monies are simply going as a transfer method to the wealthy, as a transfer method to corporations and the rich, they will start and continue to start looking at things a bit differently. we spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.